guys, so in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to edit cinematic mode videos on your iPhone. So this is valid for the iPhone 13s that got this feature this year. So if you don't know what cinematic mode is, it is a new mode that Apple released when taking videos that you can basically have portrait videos. So that means the videos will have a blurry background. And when you're finished filming those videos, you can also edit them afterwards. So you can edit the amount of blur that you have in the background, that's the aperture, and you can also edit the focus point. So if it doesn't focus on something that you want to be in focus, you can edit that also afterwards. So if you mess something up, don't worry, you can still edit it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to show you guys in this video, so let's get started. So this is the video that we are going to be going over. So as you can see, I just have me and my sister here. She's at the front, I'm in the back, and then she looks over, it focuses on me. Here you can see it loses a bit of focus, so we're going to fix that up until she moves back, and then you can see her face again. And then you can see here she looks back at me again, but it doesn't change focus, so I'm going to fix that up as well. So just an example for you guys to see how we're going to go about editing this video. You can also edit the aperture a bit and see what it looks like if we have a bit less depth of blur and a little more. So let's go to edit. So you just tap on the edit button here in the top right corner. So this is our editing page here. So this area here is where you want to go to edit the cinematic part of your video. You can go here for color correction and filters and cropping or whatever, but this area here is for cinematic video editing. You can also turn cinematic off, and then we'll remove all depth of blur and focus points, so it's just going to be a regular video, but you can tap on it again and then it will be a cinematic video again. We can also play around with the f-stop here, so that determines how blurry your background is. So you just tap on the here, and then you'll see here you have different depths. So right now it's on 4.5, which isn't too shallow. Then you can go all the way to 2, which is very blurry, and then all the way to 16, which is basically not blurry at all. I've heard a lot of people say this. My sister did a whole camera guide on the iPhone 13 Pro Max. If you want to check that out, I'll have it in the eye up top for you guys. But she also mentioned in that video about like 5.6 is like the sweet spot where it's not too blurry, it's not too like in focus, it's a nice sweet spot. But I mean, you can go with however much you want. I'm gonna stick with the 5.4 just so you can clearly see what's in focus and what's not for this video. But yeah, I'm just gonna stick with 5.4. So that's how you edit the amount of blur at the background. You can also here just enable or disable audio if you want. But this is probably one of the most important parts, which is editing the focus. I'm gonna start off by editing this first focus point. So as you can see, it's on her face, and then as I scrub through the video, it's gonna go to my face, so that's fine. The transition here, you can see every time there's a dot, it's a time when the focus has changed. So here in this dot, it's when it shifts the focus to me, but I don't want it to shift so quickly back to her, so I'm gonna go ahead and in here just tap on my face again, just so that it knows it has to still be focused on me. And when she eventually looks back, let's say right here, I want the focus to be back at her. So then you can see it added an additional point in there. And then we're just going to scrub through the entire video. Here she put in the AF lock, as you can see. So I can either just completely like click on her, and that means it's going to take away the AF lock, or I can hold on her face again and then we'll enable the AF lock again. So a long press enables AF locking, a single press just taps on the focus and then we'll shift to whoever is looking at the camera at that moment. Okay, so let's play that. And when she looks at me, I'm going to let the focus point go there. And when she looks back at the camera right here, gonna make it shift back to her again. So let's review this. Play the video. Here's the focus is on her, switches back to me when she's not looking. Then it switches back to her again. Then she enabled the AF lock, but I disabled that in editing. Then she looks back at me, focus shifts, and then looks back at her. So that's basically how you can go about editing this. You can also, like, if you don't want it to switch to you, you can just turn it off. So say I didn't want it to do that, I can just go ahead and tap on her again, or just enable the AF lock again. That means it's going to stay on her the entire time and not on me, because I enabled the AF lock. So you can do that as well. in the after edit. Another example I have here is of this turtle that we took a video of. So I'm going to click on edit, and the focus should mainly be on the turtle's face. So you can see the AF lock is there, but it did not focus all that well because we did move around a bit. So I'm going to go ahead again from the beginning point. I'm going to try to put an AF lock on its face and see how it holds up. So let's scrub. Let's see if it loses focus at some point. Here you see it loses some focus, so I'm gonna go here when it moves away a bit. I'm gonna readjust the AF lock to its face. Here it's a bit blurry, not too much, but I feel like it did lose a bit of focus, so do that. Okay, so now the entire video is in focus, where previously it was just a portion that was in focus and the rest was kind of blurry on his face. I can also again adjust the f-stop if I want it to be more blurry or less blurry. So that's basically how you go about cinematic mode and editing cinematic videos. You just go to the edit button and adjust your focus points and your aperture, and then you'll get the desired look that you want. And I love that they did this because I remember when we were shooting my sister's video, it accidentally didn't switch to my face, and we could edit that in post, and then it worked really well. So I really appreciate that you can edit this afterwards. So yeah, that's been my video on how to edit cinematic videos. I hope this helped you guys and you can get the most out of your cinematic mode. If you did enjoy this video and it was helpful, give this video a thumbs up and comment down below any other questions you might have for me. Definitely subscribe by clicking on the icon on the screen. Click on the playlist to see all of our other iPhone 13 related videos, and click on the video to my previously uploaded video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!